Hello, welcome to Oceanic Oracle. My name is Ari and today I'm joined by my lovely sister, Sienna. We shopped for each other.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a haul of books that we've bought for the other person.
By the way, I don't read.
She doesn't read very much. I do have one book for myself that I'm going to include because I bought it. But yeah, this is going to be a haul and my sister's just bought books for me to read.
And she's bought ones for me to read. Hopefully this has not been a waste of money, because I find it very hard to stick to books. Back from the shopping centre.
Yeah, we just came back from the shopping centre. So we are going to swap books. We are flying very soon, so we do not have that much space. So this isn't like a 10 book haul. I tried my best to pick out books that I thought she would like. The book that I wanted to get her, which is This Winter by Alice Oseman, was not in stock, which was very annoying. So I did my best with what I have. Shall we start with the books that I got for you? Or do you want to start with the books you got for me?
I don't know.
So the first book that I picked up for Sienna is Pudding by Julie Murphy. I have seen Dumpling, which is on Netflix. This series is about plus size teenagers. Dumpling is really, really nice, but Dumpling revolves around a plus size main character finding love and expressing herself through Dolly Parton. And
Dolly Parton.
yeah, so Dolly Parton plays a big part in the first book in this series. This is, I believe, the third book, but they're romance books, so they can be read individually.
You said it's more about like friendship as well.
Yeah, so this book,
I know nothing about these.
So this book follows Millie Michael Chuck, and it's
a hell of a last name.
Yeah, as well as Callie Ray's.
I'd say Rose.
Yeah, I believe is mainly focusing on their friendship. So this is Millie. So Millie has been made to go to fat camp every year. She's not this year, and she becomes friends with Callie, and the story is, I believe it says it's mostly focused on unexpected friendship, some romance, and Texas-sized girl power, which seems interesting. And I will say Julie Murphy has written some really, really nice adult contemporary books. And Sienna's definitely more of a contemporary reader than a fantasy reader. So there you go.
It sounds interesting. A little bit thick for me because, as I say, I don't read, but I've got plane rides, so that will be good for the plane ride. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm not really part of the book talk or booktube community. I'm not gonna lie, the only booktube videos I watch are hers. I got this one, and Ari has informed me that this is like a hit or miss in the booktube space. This is A Deadly Education, lesson 1 of the Scholomance by Naomi Novik. And I thought that the back of this seemed pretty fun.
So what's it about?
So the blurb says, enter a school of magic unlike any you have ever encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays. Friendships are purely strategic. This kind of gave me like Hunger Games vibes, and I really like the Hunger Games. Like, friendships are strategic. Like, odds of survival never equal. I thought it seemed like a mixture of like fantasy and dystopian kind of worlds, which seemed interesting to me.
So I believe A Deadly Education is dark academia, I believe.
See, to me, that only think of dark academia as a fashion.
I really do enjoy schools with magical school setting.
Yeah, I do too.
I
liked Legacies, which is the Vampire Diaries sequel kind of. And I liked I've always liked kind of school of magic kind of thing.
I do enjoy school
I want to
settings.
try reading this after she does.
I'm gonna have to see if I have time, given the fact that I still have a few books on my current TBR to go through.
Send it to me, it's fine.
But yes, this sounds really cool, and I have been wanting to pick this up for a while, so I'm glad that you picked this out. Hi, editing Ari here. Please ignore the hair dye that's on Sienna's chest. She dyes her hair at home, and she just wanted me to tell you that. Okay, so the next book that I got for Sienna is Turtles All the Way Down. This book has been on Bookstagram and BookTube for ages. But this book, I know, focuses on mental health and like mental health struggles. Sienna likes sort of
like harrowing, tortured souls.
You'd like Wuthering Heights, actually, by Emily Bronte. So this book follows Aza. I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually looking into the mystery of a fugitive billionaire. The thing that really stuck out to me in this blurb is Asa is trying. She's trying to be a good daughter, a good friend, a good student, and maybe even a good detective, while also living within the ever-tightening spiral of her own thoughts. So I thought Sienna would like this because Sienna really enjoys Solitaire by Alice Oseman, which is why I brought up This Winter. She already owns Nick and Charlie, for anyone who's really interested.
Yeah.
That's why I thought this might be a good one for Sienna to read. Also, it's relatively short, which works for her.
I'm probably going to read that before this big one.
Also, it's a US paperback. The floppiness also helps. I thought she would enjoy that, and there we go.
Thank you.
Those are the 2 books that I got Sienna.
Like 2 books is like at least a month's reading. Okay, this is not a US paperback, but this is Knife's Edge. This is number 2 in the Noughts and Crosses series. I kind of just picked this up because I like the cover art a lot. That like red is one of my favorite colors. I like black a lot, and I like kind of weird kind of figure kind of things. And this kind of just stuck out to me, and that's why I picked it up and I read the blurb. Harry told me that she read the first one, and I don't know, the cover stuck out to me, and I liked the blurb. It looked a bit interesting. Like,
I read the first book, and I think if you haven't read Noughts and Crosses yet, it is really like, it really impacted me, and I took a lot away from this series. I was really emotional. I was crying at the end of the first book. This book follows on the story of...
This one is seeking for revenge. It's a lot like revenge seeking.
This follows on from the events of the first book in the series. It follows Seffi and her daughter, as well as Callum's brother. Callum was the main male lead in the first book. Callum's brother Jude, and there are discussions on the impact of Seffi's life as well as Jude's life. Jude is a Nought, and Jude is on the run from the Cross authorities. Seffi is a Cross, and I believe it just follows on the story from there. I'm interested to see where this goes. Hopefully I like it. Thank you for buying it for me.
But yeah, I didn't know that you'd read the first one, so it was a complete kind of gamble. I just liked the look of it, and then I was like, yeah, that will work. Because I honestly kind of just went in blind.
And Sienna's got one more book for me.
So I do that now?
Yeah, you do that one. And then I'll discuss the one that I got for myself, because I have no self-control.
This is a really big one. And it's called The House of Sky and Breath. Someone said think Game of Thrones meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I thought that sounded very airy.
So this is the continuation of the Crescent City series. So I have read the first book.
This is pricey. I bought this for you.
This is a new release. So this is the continuation in the Crescent City series, which is Sarah J Maas's foray into adult fiction.
This is too thick for any young adult.
Oh, like
for me at least. For me.
So I believe this book continues with Bryce, who is the main character in the first series. Yes, Bryce and Hunt. I know with Sarah J Maas books, usually you don't focus on the first love interest, because in all of her series, the main character never ends up with the first love interest in the series. And that goes for her Throne of Glass series, that goes for her A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I'm interested to see what's going on. They're looking into more supernatural goings on. And this is definitely more of an adult series as opposed to a young adult, as far as I know. This series focuses on is much more of a mesh of different like beings. I think there are elves in here. There are also you've got werewolves, you've got this, that, and the other, and it's really interesting. I really do like supernatural elements to books, and yeah. Well, it is thick. I'm probably gonna have to take my time reading it, but I do like Sarah J Maas. I do like Sarah J Maas's writing, and I'm glad that you picked it up.
Because including the epilogue, it's 805 pages.
Yeah, they're thick books. They're thick
and it's like bigger than A5. It's like big.
I'm looking forward to reading that. I probably won't read it this month, but I'm definitely looking forward to picking that up. I read A House of Earth and Blood in like one day, and that again is similar length. So I know I do like Sarah J Maas's writing. I like Sarah J Maas's writing, and I look forward to seeing it. And it'll join my collection in the it'll join my collection in the UK.
Kingdom.
And because I have no self-control and I've been wanting to pick this up for ages, the sequel's also just come out. I picked up the Atlas 6. Now, I have seen a lot about this, both on, mainly on Bookstagram, but I also have heard a bit from other booktubers. This book follows 6 magicians. Again, they sort of go to like a magic school-esque sort of thing, which, like a Deadly Education, is interesting to me, and I do really enjoy it. So every decade, 6 magicians are invited to compete for an incredible prize, a place within the secretive Alexandrian society. Again, sort of like a competition. I do really enjoy books with competitions in it. From the sounds of it, it just seems really, really interesting. There are 6 competitors, all with different strengths, different abilities, and they're all looking to prove themselves and become members of the society in London. I have heard lots of good things. Hopefully I enjoy it. I know the sequel has just come out, and we'll see if I like it. I've been wanting to pick this up for ages, so I'm glad I've actually been able to find a physical copy. So those are all the books that we got. Granted, I still have so many books. I've got 15 books to pack already in my suitcase.
Which one are you gonna read first?
I have to finish the books on my TBR first. But out of the lot of them, out of the ones that Sienna got me, I'm hoping next month I can draw this in my card game, and because I want to read it.
I'm gonna try and read this. This does seem like up my alley.
Yeah, that's why I picked it up. I thought you'd like it. I'm probably gonna try and squeeze this in. If I finish all the books on my TBR for this month, I will definitely pick that up. Thank you for buying those for me.
Yeah, no worries.
Those are all the books. We do have to pack some of them. They are going to go in suitcases because we are leaving in like 12 days. We're leaving in 12 days.
I got out of quarantine like 3 days ago.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more bookish content. I will leave the link to Sienna's TikTok below. She's not going to be posting, obviously, because in Hong Kong,
commenting or anything.
TikTok is blocked. Yeah. But if you'd like to check it out, I'm going to leave that in the description.
For sure.
Along with links to my Bookstagram and my book Twitter, as well as my Goodreads. If you want to follow me on there, please do. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.